I'd been with my girlfriend Emily for 4 years, and I thought we had something solid. We met in college during a late-night study session in the library, where her laugh and quick wit drew me in. Those early days were filled with coffee runs, shared playlists, and dreams about the future. But our relationship wasn't without its challenges. After graduation, we faced a tough reality. She got a job offer in a different city, and I stayed behind to pursue my career. Long distance wasn't ideal, but we promised to make it work. Weekly video calls, surprise visits, and constant texts to bridge the gap. The first year of long distance was hard, but I thought we were managing. I'd send her care packages with her favorite snacks, and she'd mail me handwritten letters, little tokens of affection that kept me going. But something started to feel off around the 8-month mark. Her texts became sporadic, and our calls felt rushed. She'd laugh off my concerns, blaming work stress or a bad Wi-Fi connection, and I wanted to believe her. I loved her, after all, and trust was the foundation we'd built everything on. Or so I thought. One weekend, I borrowed her old laptop to finish a work project while visiting her. She'd gone out to grab groceries and I wasn't snooping, honestly I wasn't. But a notification popped up on her messaging app, and the preview showed a flirty exchange with a name I recognized. Her ex, Jake. My stomach dropped. I hesitated, knowing I was crossing a line, but I clicked into the chat. The messages went back months, filled with inside jokes, late-night conversations, and hints of meetups. One message from Jake read, "Last night was fun, same time next week?" My hands shook as I scrolled, piecing together a truth I wasn't ready for. When Emily got back, I couldn't hold it in. I showed her the messages and asked point-blank what was going on. Her face went pale and she stammered, denying everything. She said Jake was just a friend, that I was misreading things, that I was being paranoid. I wanted to believe her, but the evidence was staring me in the face. For 2 weeks we went back and forth, tense arguments, tearful accusations, and her dodging every direct question. I couldn't eat, couldn't sleep, replaying every moment of our relationship, wondering what else I'd missed. Finally she broke. Sitting on her couch, head in her hands, she admitted it. During that first year of long distance, she'd been seeing Jake behind my back. It started a few months after she moved, when she ran into him at a bar. She said she was lonely, confused, and didn't know how to handle the distance. They'd meet up, grab drinks, and eventually it turned physical. She swore it wasn't serious, that it only lasted a few months, and that she ended it because she loved me. But her words felt hollow. She'd lied to me for a year, looked me in the eyes during our visits, and never flinched. The betrayal cut deeper than I could have imagined. I was a mess. I'd built my life around her. Our plans to move in together, our talks about marriage, the future we'd sketched out. Now it all felt like a lie. Was she thinking of him when we were together? Did she ever really love me? Or was I just the safe option while she figured herself out? The questions tore me apart. I'd wake up in the middle of the night, heart racing, replaying her confession, wondering how I'd been so blind. I knew I couldn't stay. Trust was gone, and without it we had nothing. I told her it was over, and she cried, begged me to reconsider, said she'd do anything to fix it. She promised therapy, total transparency, a fresh start. But I couldn't unsee those messages or unfeel the knife in my back. Breaking up wasn't just emotional, it was logistical. We'd signed a lease together for an apartment we were supposed to move into after her job brought her back to my city. I had to scramble to get out of it, paying a hefty fee to break the contract and finding a new place on short notice. Financially, it stung. Emotionally, it was worse. I moved into a small studio apartment, surrounded by boxes I didn't have the energy to unpack. Emily didn't make it easy. She'd text me late at night, alternating between apologies and accusations. She said she felt betrayed by how quickly I'd given up on us, as if I was the one who'd broken her trust. She'd post cryptic things on social media, vague quotes about being misunderstood, painting herself as the victim. It infuriated me. She cheated, lied, and now she was spinning the story to make me the bad guy. I blocked her everywhere, but mutual friends would tell me she was struggling, acting like I'd abandoned her. It was maddening. She'd caused this, but somehow her pain was the focus. Months later, I was still picking up the pieces. I'd started therapy, trying to make sense of the anger and hurt. I wasn't myself, distrustful, guarded, second-guessing every interaction. But I was trying to move forward. That's when a friend invited me to a party, a low-key gathering to celebrate his new job. I was excited to go to feel normal for a night. Then I found out Emily was invited too. My friend hadn't realized how raw the breakup still was and thought enough time had passed for it to be fine. It wasn't. I couldn't face her. Not in a room full of people, not after everything. I asked my friend to uninvite her, explaining how much it would hurt to see her. He understood and handled it discreetly, or so I thought. Emily found out and blew up my phone, calling me petty and cruel. She said I was humiliating her, making her look like the bad guy in front of our friends. I didn't respond, but the guilt crept in. Maybe I should have just skipped the party myself. Some friends agreed I was right to set boundaries, but others thought I'd gone too far, that I should have let it go and not made a scene. It stung feeling judged for protecting my own peace. Looking back, I know I'm still healing. The anger comes in waves. Anger at her, at myself for not seeing the signs, at the universe for letting this happen. But I'm starting to see things clearer. Emily's betrayal wasn't about me. It was about her own insecurities, her inability to be honest. I deserve better than someone who could lie so easily. Moving on isn't linear. Some days I feel strong and others I'm back in that moment reading those messages. But I'm learning to let go, to rebuild my trust in myself and others. I'm not there yet, but I'm getting closer, one step at a time.